Someone deeply regrets losing you. Heaven is about to reveal the truth. Don't scroll, seriously don't scroll, because the moment this message appeared on your screen is not random, not accidental, not something you just happened to stumble across. This is timing, alignment, and spiritual precision reaching straight into your day to speak to the part of you that has been quietly aching for clarity, for closure, for truth. You've been carrying emotions that rise and fall like unpredictable waves, feeling memories tug at your heart at the most unexpected moments, and even when you try to brush them off, something inside you whispers, "Listen to this. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now." And the reason that whisper won't leave you alone is because a deeper story is unfolding behind the scenes of your life. One connected to someone who once held your heart in ways no one else has. You've been sensing something shifting spiritually, emotionally, even physically. Maybe you've been waking up with a heavy chest, or thinking of someone out of nowhere, or feeling a strange pull toward a memory you thought you buried long ago, and every time it happens, you're left wondering why it still touches you the way it does. Don't scroll. This message is speaking directly to your spirit. The truth is, someone deeply regrets losing you. Not in a superficial, momentary way, but in a soul-deep, life-altering way they never expected to feel. They've been carrying a weight inside them, a weight made of unspoken words, unresolved emotions, and realizations they didn't have the maturity or self-awareness to face when they had you right in front of them. They've been replaying conversations, re-examining choices, questioning their own decisions, and wondering how they ever let a connection like yours slip through their fingers. And while you have grown, healed, risen, and expanded in your own spirit, they have been sitting with the echoes of your absence, recognizing slowly, painfully, undeniably that letting you go was one of the deepest mistakes of their life. Listen to this. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now. You've been seeing signs. Angel numbers like 111 during moments of reflection, 222 when your heart wanders toward memories of what once was, 555 when change is coming faster than you expected, and these numbers have appeared not to confuse you, but to prepare you, to soften your heart, to strengthen your intuition so you can recognize the emotional truth heaven is bringing to the surface. You've been in a spiritual awakening without even realizing how powerful it's been. Your intuition heightened, your emotional sensitivity sharpened, your dreams becoming more vivid, your inner compass becoming more tuned in to the energies around you. You've been letting go of old versions of yourself, shedding fears, learning boundaries, healing wounds you once thought were permanent, and this growth has created a new spiritual landscape around you, one where truth can finally reveal itself without overwhelming your heart. Don't scroll, your spirit called this message here. This person, yes, the one whose name quietly surfaced in your mind the moment you began reading, has been feeling your absence not just emotionally, but energetically. Their soul feels the quiet distance. Their heart feels the shift. Their spirit feels the regret. They've been sensing you in moments they can't explain, a song reminding them of your laughter, a place reminding them of your presence, a random memory striking them harder than they expected. And while they may not have said it, while pride or fear or immaturity may have kept them silent, heaven has been working on them, softening their heart, confronting their mistakes, waking up their conscience, and guiding them toward a truth they can no longer outrun. Listen to this. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now. You've been wondering why they keep appearing in your thoughts, why their energy feels closer lately, why dreams involving them feel so vivid, so symbolic, so emotionally charged, and the reason is simple: your souls once touched deeply, and connections like that don't disappear, they transform, they evolve, they echo. Your spiritual sensitivity has allowed you to feel what they haven't been able to say. They miss you. They regret losing you. They wish they had chosen differently. But here's the deeper truth: this chapter isn't about going backward, it's about seeing clearly. Heaven is preparing to reveal truths that have been hidden, emotions that have been suppressed, and clarity that has been long overdue. You are not being pulled into the past, you are being positioned for understanding. Don't scroll, this part is important. You've stepped into a season where your worth is clearer, your voice is stronger, your boundaries are healthier, and your intuition is sharper than it has ever been. This emotional awakening isn't a mistake, it's preparation. Preparation for closure, reconciliation, revelation, or realignment, the kind of divine clarity that finally frees your heart, whether that freedom brings reunion or release. The universe has watched you heal piece by piece, watched you grow quietly in the dark, watched you reclaim parts of yourself you once gave away too easily. And now, because of that growth, heaven can reveal the truth you've been strong enough to finally receive. Listen to this. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now. You are stepping into a chapter where emotional clarity flows effortlessly, where confusion lifts, where understanding blossoms in places where silence once lived. Someone deeply regrets losing you, not because they're lonely, but because they finally see the depth, the rarity, the spiritual weight of what they had. And heaven is whispering, you are not hard to love. You were never the problem. And the truth you've been unknowingly waiting for is on its way. Don't scroll. Let this settle into your spirit. You are not being asked to rush, to react, or to reopen anything prematurely. You are simply being prepared for a truth that will bring healing to the parts of your heart that still wonder. Heaven is aligning conversations, timing, realizations, and emotional breakthroughs, not to overwhelm you, but to empower you. Someone regrets losing you. Someone still feels your absence. Someone's soul has been awakening in ways you never imagined. And very soon, the truth will meet you exactly where you are. Don't scroll. Seriously, don't scroll. Because if this message is showing up for you right now, it means heaven is not finished speaking, and your spirit is being pulled toward a truth that has been waiting to reach you at the perfect moment. Listen to this. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now. You've felt it, haven't you? That emotional tension in the air, that strange heaviness in your chest, that knowing deep inside your spirit that something is approaching. Something connected to a person who once touched your life in a way no one else ever has. They've been feeling the shift too. The universe has been sending them signs, nudges, dreams that keep pulling them back toward the memory of you, and they've been trying to ignore it, trying to distract themselves, trying to pretend they've moved on. But their soul knows better. Their spirit knows there is unfinished truth between you. And every time your heart suddenly tightens, every time a memory flashes through your mind, every time you see angel numbers like 111, 222, or 717, heaven is letting you know that this connection still has spiritual roots, threads woven in places the mind forgets but the soul remembers. Don't scroll. This message is for you. They have been feeling the consequences of losing you. Not in a dramatic, cinematic way, but in the quiet moments nobody sees, when they're alone at night, when the world gets quiet, when their thoughts stop long enough for their heart to finally speak. They regret what they didn't say. They regret the moments they didn't choose honesty. They regret the fear that convinced them they weren't ready for the kind of love their soul felt with you. And heaven has been confronting them with these emotions, bringing them into alignment, forcing them to see the truth they could run from before but cannot escape now. And while they're confronting their regrets, you've been healing, growing, rising into a stronger, clearer, more spiritually awakened version of yourself, one who no longer accepts confusion or chaos, one who listens to intuition instead of fear. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You've been sensing their energy because their spirit has been reaching for you, trying to bridge the gap their silence created. They've been daydreaming, replaying conversations, remembering your laugh, your presence, the way your energy felt like home in a world where nothing made sense. And heaven is preparing a moment, a revelation, a message, a truth, that will bring clarity to what your heart has been quietly carrying. But this isn't about reopening the past. It's about unveiling what was never spoken. You are stepping into a season where emotions become clear, where intuition grows louder, where the fog lifts and you finally see the full picture without guessing. Every sign you've been seeing, every dream that felt too real, every sudden emotional wave, none of it has been random. Don't scroll, your spirit called this moment in. Their awakening has been slow, painful, and necessary, because heaven wanted them to fully understand the magnitude of losing someone like you, someone who loved deeply, someone who brought peace into their chaos, someone who held space for their soul without judgment. They never forgot you. They never erased you. Even when they acted distant, even when they hid behind pride, your energy was a place their heart kept returning to. Their regret is not punishment, it's revelation. And heaven is using it to shift their perspective, open their heart, and bring them into spiritual honesty. Listen to this, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now. The clarity coming your way is not meant to pull you backward, it's meant to set you free. Free from wondering. Free from questioning your worth. Free from replaying what you could not control. And as this truth approaches, you will feel it. In your intuition, in your dreams, in the sudden quiet moments where your spirit whispers, something is happening. The universe is aligning conversations, timing, emotions, and healing so that when the truth reaches you, you are prepared, not wounded. You have stepped into a higher season, a powerful version of yourself, one who can hold truth without losing balance, one who can receive clarity without losing peace. Don't scroll, this moment is meant for you. The spiritual tension you've been feeling is the build-up before breakthrough, the energy shift that happens when heaven is about to reveal something you once begged for but eventually surrendered. And surrender is what opened the door. You are not waiting helplessly, you are being positioned divinely. And whether this truth brings closure, healing, reconnection, or a new beginning entirely, it will bring something you've needed for a long time, understanding. Your heart is about to breathe again. The confusion is about to lift. The unanswered questions are about to find resolution. And your spirit, the part of you that feels everything before it happens, already senses that change is near. Listen to this, this message is for you, your heart needs this right now. What is ahead is not meant to break you, it is meant to free you. Someone regrets losing you, someone is awakening to the truth, and heaven is whispering, "Get ready." The revelation is closer than you think. Don't scroll, seriously, don't scroll, because if you're reading this right now, your spirit has already recognized that something bigger is unfolding around you, something you can feel even if you can't explain it. Listen to this. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now. You've been sensing a shift, an emotional current running beneath your everyday life like a quiet river you can't fully see but definitely feel, a pull that tells you something important is coming, something connected to the person whose energy has been brushing against yours in unexpected ways. Lately, you've felt them in your spirit, an echo, a warmth, a sudden thought that hits your chest before it hits your mind. And it's because heaven has been working in the background, aligning moments, aligning memories, aligning emotions, preparing both of you for a truth that can no longer stay hidden. Don't scroll, your intuition is already responding. They've been wrestling with something heavy, something they tried to bury, something they tried to outrun, something they tried to pretend didn't matter, but heaven has a way of resurfacing what the heart refuses to forget. They've been feeling the consequences of silence, the ache of unfinished conversations, the weight of words they never spoke and feelings they never honored. And those dreams they've been having? The ones where your face appears, where your voice echoes, where your presence feels so real they wake up breathless? Those aren't just dreams, they're revelations. Listen to this message is for you. Their spirit has been restless because they're finally seeing what they couldn't see before. Your worth, your intention, your sincerity, your light. They've been trying to fill the void your absence created, trying to find distractions, trying to move on with logic while their heart stays anchored to the memory of you. And the universe has been nudging them with signs, numbers like 111 when they think of reaching out, 555 when change is coming, 444 when heaven is trying to calm their fear and push them toward honesty. Don't scroll, this next part is important. You've been feeling emotional waves out of nowhere, moments where your chest tightens for no reason, moments of sudden sadness or sudden warmth, moments where you pause and think, why does it feel like something's happening? It's because their energy has been pulling at yours, sending out signals without meaning to, their emotions spilling into the spiritual space you once shared. And heaven has been preparing your heart, not to reopen old wounds, but to receive clarity, peace, and truth. You've been healing, yes, but you've also been spiritually evolving, and that evolution is what makes you strong enough now to understand what you weren't ready to see before. Listen to this message is for you, your heart needs this right now. They are being guided toward a moment of honesty, a moment where they can no longer hide behind pride, fear, confusion, or excuses. Heaven has been stripping away their distractions, breaking their patterns, revealing their blind spots, softening the parts of them that were too hard to love you properly. And as they awaken, you've been elevated, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, into a space where you no longer need their validation, but you deserve their truth. Don't scroll, heaven is aligning the moment. The truth they've been holding in, the truth they've been terrified to admit, is coming forward. It may come in the form of a message you never expected, a confession that shakes the air around you, a conversation that feels divinely timed, or a moment where their vulnerability spills out in a way they never allowed before. Whatever form it takes, it will bring clarity to questions that have sat inside your chest like stones. And you won't have to force it. You won't have to chase it. You won't have to guess. Heaven is bringing it directly to you. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. You've been sensing this because your intuition woke up before the revelation arrived. Your dreams have been preparing you. Your emotions have been preparing you. Your signs, those repeating numbers, those sudden coincidences, those divine nudges, have been preparing you. This isn't about going backward, it's about seeing the full picture so you can move forward with truth, power, and peace. You are stepping into a season where you will no longer be confused about what someone meant, how they felt, or why they acted the way they did. Don't scroll, we're almost there. You are entering the moment where heaven reveals what has been hidden, not to hurt you, but to heal you. Not to reopen old wounds, but to give your heart the closure, confirmation, or connection it needs to breathe freely again. Whether their truth leads to reconciliation, release, or rebirth, it will bring the emotional clarity your spirit has been craving. You deserve to know what was real. You deserve to understand what was missing. You deserve to see the full truth, not the version filtered by fear. Listen to this message is for you. Your heart is stronger now, wiser now, more awakened now. You no longer operate from survival, your soul is moving from alignment. And because of that, heaven can finally reveal what your heart has earned the strength to hold. Something is coming. A message. A confession. A revelation that will shift the energy of everything you thought you understood. And deep down, a part of you already knows this is true, because your spirit felt it before your mind caught up. Don't scroll, breathe. Change is near. Truth is near. And heaven is whispering, get ready. What you've sensed is about to be revealed. Don't scroll. Seriously, don't scroll, because the moment your eyes touch these words, something in your spirit is already responding, already recognizing that what you're about to hear is connected to the emotional pressure, the intuitive whispers, and the soul-level anticipation you've been feeling lately. Listen to this message is for you, your heart needs this right now. You've been sensing something shifting, not just around you but inside you. Like a spiritual current moving beneath your everyday thoughts, a quiet inner voice telling you, pay attention, something is coming. And you're right. There is movement happening in the unseen, movement connected to a person whose energy has never truly left your field, a person whose presence lingers in your intuition no matter how much time has passed. They've been wrestling with emotions they can't explain, memories they can't erase, and truths they can no longer silence, and the universe has been gently but firmly pushing them toward a moment of honesty, a moment where they can no longer pretend they don't feel the weight of losing you. Don't scroll, the timing of this message is not random. They've been having realizations that strike them in the quiet hours, realizations that whisper your name when they least expect it. They've felt your absence in ways they never anticipated, in the emptiness of conversations that lack depth, in the hollowness of temporary distractions, in the stillness of nights where their heart feels louder than their thoughts. And heaven has been stirring this awakening, sending them signs that force them to acknowledge their truth. Angel numbers like 111 remind them of new beginnings they fear missing with you. For 44 tells them the truth they've been avoiding is now protected by divine timing. 777 confirms that their spiritual lessons are finally sinking in. Listen to this message is for you, your heart needs this right now. The universe has been orchestrating this shift carefully, aligning circumstances, shifting emotions, and unblocking spiritual pathways so that clarity can finally rise to the surface. You felt it as energetic waves, sudden anxiety, sudden peace, sudden longing. Because when two souls share unresolved energy, they feel each other's emotional storms long before the words ever arrive. And lately, the pull has grown stronger. They've been thinking about reaching out, rewriting the message 1,000 times in their mind but never hitting send, asking heaven for courage, for timing, for a sign that the door isn't permanently closed. Don't scroll, this next part is crucial. You've grown so much that you may not even realize how powerful your presence has become, not in a controlling way, but in the way your energy has matured, deepened, settled into alignment. You're no longer the version of yourself who would accept half-truths or emotional breadcrumbs. You've healed wounds you thought were permanent, you've reclaimed pieces of your worth that you once gave away too easily, and you've risen into a version of yourself that is spiritually magnetic. This is why the truth is coming now, not when you were hurting, not when you were doubting, but now that you are stable, grounded, intuitive, and capable of holding clarity without breaking. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. The revelation nearing you is not meant to tear open old wounds but to close cycles that have lingered unfinished for too long. Heaven is preparing a moment where you will receive the truth, whole, unfiltered, unedited, for the first time. It may come as a confession, a message, a dream that feels like a conversation, or a moment of divine timing that brings two paths close once more. But whatever form it takes, it is designed to release the emotional knots that have been tied in your chest for months or even years. Don't scroll, heaven is preparing you. You've likely noticed an increase in signs lately, moments that feel too aligned to ignore. Hearing their name unexpectedly, feeling their presence when you're alone, dreaming of them in ways that feel symbolic rather than random, or sensing emotional shifts that don't belong to you. All of this is evidence that the spiritual thread between you is becoming active again, not necessarily for reunion, but for revelation. And revelation is the catalyst for liberation. Listen to this message is for you, your heart needs this right now. You will soon understand why everything happened the way it did, why certain emotions lingered, why certain questions stayed unanswered, and why your heart has been feeling spiritually restless. The truth coming your way will not bring confusion, it will bring clarity so clean, so precise, so divinely timed that you will finally exhale in a way you haven't in a long time. You will see that you were never unworthy, never forgotten, never unloved, you were protected, redirected, and prepared. And as this clarity arrives, something inside you will shift, not backward, not downward, but upward into a deeper level of inner peace and emotional strength. Don't scroll, let this sink into your spirit. The universe is not trying to pull you into old heartbreak, it is trying to deliver the final puzzle piece of a chapter that has remained open in your energetic field. And once this truth is spoken or revealed, you will feel a release. Whether that release brings closure, reconciliation, or redirection towards someone new who aligns with your healed heart. The important thing is this: you will not be left wondering anymore. You will not be left guessing. You will not be left emotionally suspended. Heaven is saying, get ready. What has been hidden is coming to light. And what comes to light will set your heart free. Don't scroll, seriously, don't scroll, because the moment you begin to read this, something in your spirit is already leaning in, already recognizing that this message is tapping into a truth you've been feeling but haven't been able to fully understand. Listen to this. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now. You've been moving through your days with a strange mix of peace and pressure, like your soul knows something is shifting even if your mind hasn't caught up yet. You've felt your emotions rising in unexpected moments, your intuition whispering louder than usual, your dreams becoming more symbolic, more vivid, more emotionally charged, and heaven is saying none of this is random. Something, someone, is drawing closer in the spiritual realm, not physically yet, but emotionally, energetically, vibrationally. Their spirit has been reaching out to yours across the distance, across the silence, across the unresolved space between you. And while you've grown, while you've healed, while you've risen into a stronger version of yourself, they've been confronting the emotional truth they avoided, the regret they swallowed, the longing they tried to silence, and it's hitting them harder than they expected. Don't scroll, you need to hear this part. Their awakening is deepening. Their realizations are sharpening. They've been experiencing emotional patterns they don't know how to explain. Moments where their heart feels heavy out of nowhere, moments where they suddenly feel the urge to revisit old messages or memories, moments where your name shows up in their thoughts before they can stop it. Heaven has been stirring their awareness, pushing them to face the truth they buried, that losing you wasn't something they moved on from, it was something they've been carrying quietly like a shadow behind their every step. And the more they try to distract themselves, the stronger the spiritual pull becomes. Listen to this. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now. You've been feeling the spiritual tension between you growing more active, almost electric at times. You've felt waves of emotion that don't belong to you, moments of sudden sadness or sudden warmth, moments where your mind is quiet but your soul feels full. Those are energetic echoes. Those are cross-currents between two hearts still connected on a deeper level than physical presence. And heaven has allowed this because something is preparing to shift, something you've sensed, something they've resisted, something the universe is now bringing to the surface whether either of you feels ready or not. Don't scroll, there's more you need to know. They've been guided into a place of reflection, a place where the truth can no longer be ignored. People around them have begun to tell them things that mirror what you once said. They've had experiences that remind them of how you treated them. They've faced emotional moments that reveal how deeply they misunderstood your intentions. And every sign heaven sends them, whether it's 111 urging them to step into honesty, 222 reminding them of alignment, or 555 warning them that change is unavoidable, chips away at the wall they built between their heart and their truth. Listen to this. Your heart needs this right now. You are not imagining the shift. You are not imagining the emotional pull. You are not imagining the dreams or the signs or the feeling of something drawing near. Your spirit feels what your eyes have not seen yet. Something is coming. A conversation. A confession. A moment that reveals everything that has been hidden behind silence and distance. And heaven is not sending this to confuse you, it is sending this to free you. Don't scroll. This is the part your heart has been waiting for. You've stepped into a season of spiritual alignment, where you are no longer controlled by fear or by wounds or by uncertainty. You've learned to listen to your intuition, to honor your emotions, to value your worth. You no longer chase, you no longer beg, you no longer break yourself open for people who cannot meet you where you are. And because of that, heaven can now release the truth you once wanted so desperately but weren't ready to hold. Your strength has unlocked revelation. Your healing has unlocked clarity. Your awakening has unlocked divine timing. Listen to this. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now. The truth coming your way is not meant to pull you backward but to push you forward, into understanding, into emotional freedom, into spiritual clarity. You will not be left wondering what their silence meant. You will not be left guessing about their feelings. You will not be left questioning your value or your impact. What has been hidden will come to light, and what comes to light will give you the closure, the confirmation, or the reconnection heaven determines is aligned with your highest path. Don't scroll, breathe for a moment. You've been feeling this build-up because the moment of revelation is drawing closer. Their spirit is softening. Their walls are cracking. Their honesty is rising. And heaven is whispering, prepare your heart. The truth is on its way. Don't scroll, seriously, don't scroll, because the moment this message reached you, something in your spirit recognized it before your mind even processed it, and that is because you are stepping into a moment where heaven is aligning truth, timing, and emotion in a way you have never experienced before. Listen to this. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now. You've been feeling the pressure building, like the air around your life has become thicker, charged, almost electric with something you can't explain but definitely feel. It's the sensation of a spiritual door about to open, a revelation drawing closer, a shift preparing to unfold. The person who has been lingering in your energy, even through silence, even through distance, even through time, has been feeling this same pressure. They've been waking up with a heaviness in their chest, going to bed with memories they thought they buried, and experiencing moments where the universe forces them to stop and face what they've been avoiding for far too long. Don't scroll, something in your spirit is already responding. Their awakening has reached a point where heaven can no longer allow them to run from the truth. They've been receiving signs everywhere. Angel numbers like 111 nudging them toward new beginnings, 222 reminding them of soul alignment, 444 telling them the time for truth is protected, 555 signaling that their life can't stay the same. And every one of these signs has been pulling their thoughts back to you, not in a casual way, but in a way that shakes them emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. Listen to this. This message is for you. They've been feeling the regret in their bones, the kind that hits without warning, the kind that steals their breath for a moment, the kind where they finally whisper the words they were too afraid to say before, I messed up. I shouldn't have let them go. And while you've been growing, stepping into your worth, healing your wounds, becoming more aligned with your purpose, they've been unraveling, realizing the depth of what they lost. Don't scroll, the universe is not done speaking. They've been replaying your conversations, the moments your eyes softened when you looked at them, the times you offered understanding when the world offered pressure, the warmth in your energy that they didn't know how to appreciate when they had it. And now, in the quiet hours when distractions fade, your presence returns to them in waves so strong they can't outrun it. Their soul is remembering yours, not the version shaped by pain, but the version shaped by connection. Listen to this. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now. You've been feeling emotional echoes that aren't entirely your own, moments of sudden sadness, sudden longing, sudden heart pressure, and that's because their emotions have been pushing into the spiritual thread that still connects you. Heaven allows that connection not to torment you, but to alert you, something is close. Something is shifting. Something is preparing to come into the light. Don't scroll, this part matters. You are entering a phase where the truth that's been sitting beneath the surface is ready to rise. Heaven is aligning timing, circumstances, and emotional clarity so that what has been hidden can finally be revealed. For them, this revelation is heavy; for you, it will be freeing. They're realizing that the way they handled the connection wasn't because you were unworthy, no. It was because they weren't ready, they weren't healed, they weren't honest with themselves. And now heaven is showing them what they couldn't see before, that your presence was a blessing, not a burden. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You've come too far in your healing to be pulled back into confusion, and that's exactly why heaven waited until this point of your journey, until your spirit was strong enough, your intuition sharp enough, your heart steady enough, to allow this truth to surface. Heaven is protecting you, elevating you, preparing you. You're no longer someone who breaks easily or doubts your worth. You're someone who knows your value, someone who has learned the difference between emotional chaos and emotional clarity. Don't scroll, you're almost at the turning point. The revelation heading your way isn't meant to reopen wounds, it's meant to close cycles. It's meant to give you answers, peace, and understanding. Whether it leads to reconnection, release, or redirection, one thing is certain. You won't be left in the dark anymore. The confusion that lived in your heart is nearing its end. The questions that weighed on your spirit are about to be answered. The feelings you've been carrying alone will finally meet the truth they've been waiting for. Listen to this message is for you, your heart needs this right now. You are entering a season of emotional clarity, spiritual alignment, and divine confirmation. Something is coming. A message, a confession, a moment that feels aligned down to the second, and when it arrives, you will know. You won't question it. You won't doubt it. Your spirit will recognize it instantly. Heaven has prepared your heart for this. Heaven has prepared their heart for this. And heaven is whispering now, stay open. Stay grounded. Stay ready. Because the truth that once hid in shadows is stepping into the light, and when it reaches you, it will change everything you thought you understood about this connection. Don't scroll, breathe. The revelation is close. Don't scroll, seriously, don't scroll, because the moment your eyes land on this, your spirit already knows something is happening behind the scenes of your life, something divine, something timed, something your heart has been unknowingly preparing for. Listen to this. This message is for you, your heart needs this right now. You've been walking through your days feeling a strange mixture of peace and anticipation, like your soul is standing at the edge of a moment it can sense before it arrives, and that feeling is not a coincidence. The spiritual atmosphere around you has been shifting, quietly, steadily, purposefully, nudging you toward clarity you've waited far too long for. And the person whose energy has lingered around your spirit, the one who has been appearing in dreams, in memories, in sudden emotional waves, has been feeling that same shift. Their heart has been speaking louder than their fear, louder than their pride, louder than the silence they tried to hide behind. Don't scroll, something important is rising. They've been caught in a storm of realizations, pulled between the weight of what they lost and the truth of what they feel, and heaven has been pressing on their heart, refusing to let them ignore the emotional truths they once buried. They've been experiencing signs they can't deny, numbers like 111 nudging them toward courage, 222 reminding them of unfinished alignment, 444 telling them it's time to stop running from their honesty. And every sign only pulls them closer to the memory of you, closer to the truth they owe you, closer to the moment heaven has already written. Listen to this. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now. There has been a spiritual tension between you, a pull that grows stronger the more they try to fight it. You felt it, those sudden chills, those unexpected waves of sadness or hope, those intuitive whispers that say, something is coming. These aren't random emotions. They're spiritual signals, echoes from a soul that still remembers yours. And heaven has been letting these echoes reach you not to confuse you, but to prepare you. A revelation is forming. A moment is aligning. A truth is rising that will finally bring your heart the understanding it deserves. Don't scroll, you need to hear this. You are standing at the threshold of emotional clarity. The fog that once clouded your understanding is dissolving. The questions that once felt heavy are losing their weight. You are being prepared for a moment where everything hidden comes into the light, not in a chaotic way, but in a peaceful, divinely timed way that feels almost unreal. And the person you felt energetically, the one whose name lingers in your spirit, has been guided into a place where they can no longer pretend, no longer deny, no longer hide from what their soul has been screaming. They regret losing you, they miss what you brought into their life, and they know now that your absence has been one of the loudest lessons they've ever faced. Listen to this. This message is for you. Your heart needs this right now. They've grown in ways you haven't seen, ways they didn't know they were capable of. They've been facing their fears, confronting their patterns, untangling emotional knots that once made vulnerability impossible. And while you've been healing, aligning your spirit, reclaiming your worth, they've been awakening. Two different journeys, moving in opposite directions, now beginning to curve toward each other again under heaven's timing. Don't scroll, this moment is sacred. Something is aligning that will shift the emotional landscape of your life. It may arrive as a message that comes out of nowhere, a confession that spills out of them with trembling honesty, a moment where divine timing places both of you in the same space at the same time, or even a dream so vivid it feels like a conversation. However it arrives, you will know it's not random. You will feel the truth in your chest before you hear it in their words. Listen to this, your heart needs this right now. You are stepping into a season where heaven refuses to let you carry unanswered questions, unspoken feelings, or unresolved energy. This isn't about reopening wounds, it's about closing cycles. It's about freeing your heart to move into the future with clarity instead of confusion. It's about understanding what you meant, what they felt, and what the connection was trying to teach both of you. You won't have to beg for answers. You won't have to guess. You won't have to wonder. The truth is coming on its own. Don't scroll, your spirit needs this reminder. You are worthy of clarity. You are worthy of peace. You are worthy of love that does not waver, does not hide, does not run. And heaven is making sure that whatever comes next, whether it's reconnection, release, or redirection, you are stepping into it with full understanding, full strength, and a heart that is ready for its next chapter. Something is unfolding. Something is nearing. Something is aligning with your spirit in a way that is impossible to ignore. And heaven is whispering softly, prepare yourself. This is the moment everything starts to make sense.